Hey seniors, welcome back and listen carefully because today we start talking about something your doctor probably never told you. Your leg strength matters. Yes, strong legs help you walk with confidence, prevent falls, stay independent, and live life with joy and freedom. But what if I told you that some vitamins, yes, vitamins many people think are healthy, could actually be weakening your legs after age 60? Today I'm going to reveal the two worst vitamins that can undermine your leg strength and the foods you must avoid to protect your mobility. Let me tell you something very important, and I want you to really hear this. Just because something comes in a bottle and says vitamin on the label does not automatically mean it's helping your body, especially after the age of 60. In fact, some vitamins, when taken incorrectly or in excessive amounts, can quietly work against you. And one of the first places you'll notice this damage is in your legs. Your legs are not just muscles, they are complex systems made up of nerves, blood vessels, joints, tendons, and muscle fibers that all need to communicate perfectly with your brain. When that communication breaks down even slightly, the result is weakness, poor balance, slower movement, and a feeling that your legs just don't respond the way they used to. Many seniors think this is just aging. I want you to understand something clearly. This is often not aging at all. It's chemistry. As we get older, our bodies change the way they absorb, use, and eliminate nutrients. A vitamin dose that seemed harmless at 40 can become disruptive at 60 or 70. The liver processes supplements more slowly. The kidneys don't clear excess nutrients as efficiently. Muscles become more sensitive to imbalances. So when seniors take high-dose vitamins without understanding how they affect muscle physiology, problems begin quietly and build over time. One of the biggest mistakes I see is the belief that more is better. People stack supplements, multivitamins, antioxidants, specialty formulas, thinking they're protecting themselves. What they don't realize is that this stacking often creates nutrient competition. Certain vitamins block the absorption or function of others. When this happens, muscle contraction becomes less efficient, nerve signals weaken, and energy production inside muscle cells declines. The legs, being large and constantly used, are usually the first to suffer. Weak legs don't start with pain, they start with subtle signs. You might feel heavier when standing up from a chair. You might hesitate before taking stairs. You may notice you need to hold on to furniture when walking. These are not random changes. They're warning signals that your muscles are not firing optimally, and improper supplementation is a common trigger. Another problem is that many vitamins sold today are synthetic and highly concentrated. These are not found in nature at these levels. When taken daily for months or years, they can alter muscle metabolism. Muscles rely on precise mineral and vitamin balance to contract and relax. When that balance is disrupted, muscles fatigue faster, recover slower, and lose strength even if you stay active. I also want to talk about balance, because balance comes from your legs. When vitamins interfere with nerve signaling, the brain doesn't receive accurate feedback from the feet and legs. This leads to instability. Seniors often describe it as feeling off or unsteady. They blame their shoes, their joints, or their age. But many times the real issue is biochemical interference from supplements that were never needed in the first place. Let's be very clear. Vitamins from whole foods behave differently than vitamins from pills. Food-based nutrients come with enzymes, fiber, and cofactors that help the body use them correctly. Supplements bypass these natural safety mechanisms. That's why you can eat foods rich in nutrients and feel energized, but take a pill and feel weaker over time. Your legs depend on oxygen, blood flow, and energy production at the cellular level. Certain vitamins, when overused, disrupt mitochondrial function. Mitochondria are the power plants of your muscle cells. When they don't work properly, your legs feel tired even after minimal activity. This isn't laziness. This isn't aging. This is poor cellular energy. I want seniors to stop thinking in terms of what supplement should I add and start thinking, what is my body actually asking for? Often the answer is not another pill. It's real food, gentle movement, hydration, and allowing the body to restore its natural balance. Here's the truth that may surprise you. Many seniors who stop unnecessary supplements experience improved leg strength within weeks. They stand taller, they walk more confidently, their muscles respond better, their balance improves. That alone should tell you how powerful this issue really is. Your legs are your independence. They allow you to move, explore, socialize, and live without fear of falling. Anything that weakens them, even quietly, should be taken seriously. Vitamins are tools, not toys. Used incorrectly, they can do harm. I want you to remember this. Aging does not automatically mean weak legs. Weak legs often come from poor nutritional choices disguised as healthy habits. Question what you're taking. Respect your body's changing needs. And always remember, strength after 60 is not about taking more. It's about taking smarter care of what you already have. Let's talk about something that almost no one warns seniors about, and yet it happens every single day. Vitamin E is marketed as a powerful antioxidant, something that's supposed to protect your cells, your heart, even your skin. And because of that, many people after 60 take it faithfully, often in high doses, thinking they're doing their bodies a favor. But what I want you to understand is this: when vitamin E is taken in excess, especially from supplements, it can quietly sabotage your muscles and your bones, and your legs are usually the first place you feel it. Your muscles depend on precise chemical signaling to contract and relax. When you take too much vitamin E, it interferes with vitamin K, a nutrient that plays a critical role in muscle contraction and blood clotting. Vitamin K also works alongside calcium to keep bones strong and stable. When vitamin E overwhelms this system, vitamin K can't do its job efficiently. The result is weaker muscle firing, slower response time, and reduced stability in the legs. Many seniors describe this as feeling soft or unsteady. They don't necessarily feel pain. Instead, they notice their legs don't feel as reliable. Standing up feels slower. Walking feels less confident. Balance feels slightly off. These changes creep in gradually, which is why they're often ignored or blamed on aging. But in reality, the muscles are not contracting with the strength and precision they once had because the biochemical balance has been disrupted. Another issue with high-dose vitamin E is its effect on circulation. In moderate amounts from food, vitamin E supports healthy blood flow, but in excessive supplemental doses, it can thin the blood too much. This may sound beneficial at first, but in older adults, it can reduce the efficiency of oxygen delivery to muscle tissue. Muscles that don't receive adequate oxygen fatigue faster. When your leg muscles fatigue, they lose strength, coordination, and endurance. Your legs are large muscles that work all day long. They need constant energy and blood flow. When vitamin E interferes with clotting balance and circulation, micro repairs in muscle tissue slow down. Over time, this leads to muscle weakness, especially in the thighs and calves, the muscles responsible for standing, walking, and climbing stairs. There's another hidden danger most people never talk about. High-dose vitamin E can interfere with other fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin A and vitamin D. Vitamin D is essential for muscle strength, nerve signaling, and bone density. When vitamin E dominates absorption pathways, vitamin D becomes less effective. This creates a perfect storm: weaker muscles, weaker bones, and a higher risk of falls. Falls are not accidents. They are often the end result of long-term muscle imbalance and poor neuromuscular coordination. When leg muscles don't fire properly, the brain doesn't receive accurate feedback from the feet. Reaction time slows. Balance becomes compromised. This is why some seniors fall even when the ground is flat and dry. The legs simply didn't respond in time. What makes this situation more dangerous is that many vitamin E supplements are sold in doses far higher than what the body actually needs. The recommended daily intake is relatively small, yet many products provide several times that amount in a single capsule. Taken daily for months or years, this creates accumulation. The body stores fat-soluble vitamins, meaning excess vitamin E doesn't just pass through, it builds up. Food sources of vitamin E behave very differently. When you eat nuts, seeds, or leafy greens, vitamin E comes packaged with fiber, minerals, and natural limits Your body absorbs what it needs and safely regulates the rest. Supplements bypass this control system entirely. That's where the trouble begins. I've seen countless seniors improve their leg strength simply by stopping unnecessary vitamin E supplementation and focusing on food-based nutrition. Within weeks, they report better balance, stronger legs, and improved confidence when walking. That's not a coincidence. That's the body restoring its natural balance. I'm not saying vitamin E is bad. I'm saying misuse is bad. Vitamins are powerful. They influence hormones, nerves, muscles, and bones. After 60, your body doesn't need mega doses. It needs harmony. Your legs are your foundation. They support your independence, your mobility, and your quality of life. Anything that interferes with muscle coordination and bone strength puts that foundation at risk. Before you take another supplement, ask yourself this simple question: is this helping my body function better, or am I taking it out of fear and habit? Strong legs come from smart nutrition, balanced movement, and respecting how the body changes with age. Remember, health after 60 is not about chasing supplements. It's about supporting the systems that keep you moving, stable, and confident every single day. Now let's talk about something that sounds healthy on the surface but can quietly work against your muscles when taken the wrong way: beta-carotene. Most people know beta-carotene as the nutrient that gives carrots their orange color. It's often praised for eye health and antioxidant support, and because of that, many seniors take beta-carotene supplements daily without a second thought. But here's the truth you need to understand: high-dose beta-carotene from supplements is not the same as beta-carotene from food, and in older adults, that difference matters more than ever. Beta-carotene is a precursor to vitamin A. Your body converts it into vitamin A as needed. That's how it's supposed to work. The problem begins when large supplemental doses flood the system. Instead of converting only what it needs, the body becomes overloaded. In younger people, this excess may be tolerated. After 60, the conversion process becomes less efficient, and unused beta-carotene can start doing harm instead of good. Your muscles rely on a delicate balance between oxidation and repair. A small amount of oxidative stress is normal. It actually stimulates muscle growth and repair. But excessive oxidative stress damages muscle cells, especially the mitochondria, which are the energy factories of your muscles. High-dose beta-carotene supplements can flip from being antioxidants to acting as pro-oxidants under certain conditions. When that happens, muscle repair slows, recovery becomes harder, and strength gradually declines. This is especially dangerous for leg muscles. Your legs contain some of the largest muscle groups in your body. They demand a lot of energy and constant repair. Every step you take creates tiny amounts of muscle damage that must be fixed. When oxidative stress overwhelms the repair process, muscles become weaker instead of stronger. Seniors often describe this as legs that feel drained or heavy even after light activity. Another issue is how excess beta-carotene interferes with other essential nutrients. High levels can disrupt vitamin E and vitamin D balance, both critical for muscle function and nerve signaling. Vitamin D in particular plays a major role in muscle strength, coordination, and fall prevention. When beta-carotene interferes with its effectiveness, leg muscles lose power and responsiveness. There's also a neurological component that many people overlook. Muscle strength is not just about muscle tissue, it's about nerve communication. Your brain must send clear signals to your legs, and your legs must send feedback back to the brain. Oxidative stress damages these nerve pathways. When this communication weakens, reaction time slows, balance becomes less precise. This is why seniors with excessive oxidative stress often feel unsteady, even if their muscles don't appear visibly weak. What makes beta-carotene supplementation especially misleading is that it's often combined with other antioxidants in a health or senior vitality formulas. These stacks can push antioxidant levels far beyond what the body can safely manage. Instead of protecting muscle cells, they overwhelm them. Think of it like flooding an engine with oil. It doesn't run better, it breaks down. Food-based beta-carotene behaves very differently. When you eat carrots, sweet potatoes, squash, or leafy greens, The body converts beta-carotene slowly and safely. Fiber, enzymes, and natural cofactors regulate absorption. You get the benefit without the overload. That's why populations that get beta-carotene from food show better muscle health, while those relying on supplements often don't. Over time, high-dose beta-carotene supplementation can contribute to sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle mass. This doesn't happen overnight. It happens quietly. Legs get thinner, strength decreases, endurance fades. Many seniors think they need to exercise harder, when in reality they need to stop interfering with their body's natural repair systems. I've seen seniors regain leg strength simply by removing unnecessary beta-carotene supplements and focusing on whole foods. Within weeks, energy improves. Legs feel more responsive, walking becomes easier. That's the body correcting an imbalance that never needed to exist. Let me be very clear, beta-carotene is not the enemy. Misuse is. Supplements are powerful tools, and power without precision causes damage. After 60, your body needs balance, not extremes. Your legs are your lifeline. They carry you through your day, your independence, your confidence. Anything that slows muscle repair or damages energy production threatens that freedom. Before taking any antioxidant supplement, ask yourself whether it's supporting your body or quietly working against it. So strong legs after 60 don't come from mega doses and miracle pills. They come from respecting how the body heals, fueling it with real food, and allowing its natural intelligence to do what it was designed to do. Now I want to talk about something that affects your legs every single day, often more than any vitamin or supplement ever could, and that is the food you eat. Food is information. It sends signals to your muscles, your nerves, your joints, and your brain. After the age of 60, those signals become even more powerful. The wrong foods don't just add weight or raise blood sugar, they create inflammation. And inflammation is one of the fastest ways to weaken your legs. Let's start with processed vegetable oils, because these are everywhere. Canola oil, soybean oil, corn oil, sunflower oil. These oils are heavily refined, stripped of nutrients, and overloaded with omega-6 fatty acids. In small amounts, omega-6 fats are necessary, but in excess, especially without enough omega-3 sets to balance them, they promote chronic inflammation. Inflamed muscles don't contract efficiently, they fatigue faster, they recover slower, and over time they lose strength. Your leg muscles are designed to be strong and resilient, but they are also highly sensitive to inflammation. When inflammation is present, muscle protein breakdown increases while muscle repair decreases. This creates a slow but steady loss of strength. Seniors often feel this as stiffness, soreness, or weakness, especially in the thighs and knees. They may blame arthritis or aging, but food-driven inflammation is often the real cause. Sugary foods are another major problem. Cakes, cookies, pastries, sweetened drinks, these cause rapid spikes in blood sugar and insulin. High insulin levels trigger muscle protein breakdown and block fat burning. Over time, this leads to loss of muscle mass, particularly in the legs. Muscles thrive on stable blood sugar. When glucose swings wildly, muscles suffer. There's also the issue of energy. When seniors eat a lot of sugar, they may feel a quick burst of energy followed by a crash. That crash is when legs feel weak, heavy, or shaky. This is not a lack of willpower, it's metabolic chaos. The body cannot build or maintain strong muscles in an unstable metabolic environment. Fried foods are another silent enemy. When foods are fried at high temperatures, especially in reused oils, they produce free radicals and advanced glycation in products. These compounds damage muscle tissue, stiffen joints, and impair blood flow. Poor blood flow means less oxygen and fewer nutrients reaching your leg muscles. Without oxygen, muscles cannot produce energy. Without nutrients, they cannot repair themselves. Let's talk about refined carbohydrates, white bread, white rice, processed cereals. These foods are quickly converted into sugar and lack fiber and minerals. They displace nutrient-dense foods and leave muscles undernourished. Leg muscles need magnesium, potassium, and amino acids to function properly. Refined carbs provide none of these in meaningful amounts. What makes all this more dangerous after 60 is that the body becomes less forgiving, inflammation lasts longer, recovery takes more time, muscles don't bounce back the way they used to, so the damage caused by poor food choices accumulates. This is why some seniors feel like they're slowing down even if they're staying active. You can't out-exercise a diet that constantly weakens your muscles. Now let's talk about what helps. Whole foods reduce inflammation and support muscle strength. Vegetables provide antioxidants that protect muscle cells without overwhelming them. Fruits like berries supply natural compounds that fight inflammation while supporting circulation. Protein-rich foods give your muscles the building blocks they need to stay strong. Healthy fats matter too. Olive oil, avocados, nuts, and fatty fish provide anti-inflammatory fats that support joint health and muscle recovery. These fats improve blood flow, which means better oxygen delivery to your legs. Better oxygen means better endurance and strength. Hydration is often overlooked, but dehydrated muscles are weak muscles. Even mild dehydration reduces muscle power and increases fatigue. Seniors often don't feel thirst as strongly, so they drink less water. This alone can contribute to leg weakness and cramps. I want you to understand something very important. Food doesn't just fuel your body, it programs it. Every meal either supports strength or accelerates weakness. This isn't about perfection, it's about awareness and consistency. I've seen seniors transform their mobility simply by changing what they eat. Less inflammation, better balance, stronger legs, more confidence walking and standing, no magic pills, no extreme diets, just real food and smart choices. Your legs are your independence. Protect them, feed them, respect them. Aging does not mean surrendering strength. It means becoming more intentional with what you put into your body. Strong legs after 60 are built in the kitchen just as much as they are built through movement. When you remove inflammatory foods and replace them with nourishing ones, your body responds. And when your body responds, your confidence, freedom, and quality of life rise with it.